Hey everybody, welcome to day one of Social 30. Thanks again for joining us on this journey. I am James. I have created the Social 30 to give you a day-by-day, step-by-step guide to taking your social media presence to the next level. So let's hop in together here and get started. The purpose of these videos is to unpack some of the thoughts, some of the ideas on each of these segments. So we'll actually have a video for every day and every function that that we've put in here, every suggestion, just so if there's one particular thing that you're having trouble with, you'll have a little bit more help on. So right now we're going to take a look at day one, the one-time suggestion, which is, have you considered making a Twitter account? Twitter is certainly the most misunderstood of the social media platforms, but it's also the most powerful because it is the most public of the social media platforms. And people don't understand this as well as they do Facebook sometimes. But the real shining power, or the real strength of Twitter is how public it is, because Twitter is really not where you go to have intimate conversations with your loved ones or your nearest and dearest, or Twitter's not the place where you share your naked baby photos. This is a place where you converse with people about topics that are going on in the world, both from an event perspective, but also there are huge conversations going on Twitter all the time about healthy living, fitness, whole food nutrition, more fruits and veggies. And on Twitter, people don't know who you are, and they probably don't know what Juice Plus is, but there's people always looking for that kind of content. And so the whole point of having a robust Twitter presence is to be included and connected to these larger conversations that are going on. So the thought here is, once you're ready to set up your Twitter account, we're going to go over here and take a look at the Healthy Living Soundboard Twitter account that I run to answer questions about the soundboard. And when you set up a Twitter account, it's going to ask you for a couple of things. This is your name. And this can be up to 15 characters and anything that you would like for it to be. If your name is Joe Smith, there's probably 10,000 other Joe Smiths on Twitter, and everybody can have this title here, be Joe Smith. But this thing here that comes after the @ symbol is actually what your Twitter handle is. This is what you tell people when you say, I'm on Twitter. Whatever comes after the @ symbol. And this has to be totally and completely unique. This cannot be repeated. So if your name is Joe Smith, I'm sorry, you are not going to get your name for a Twitter handle. Now, when you sign up for an account and you ask for Joe Smith, and it'll say, I'm sorry, that name has already been taken, it's going to provide some suggested names for you. 99 times out of 100, these suggested names are terrible. And I would recommend against taking one of them. It's going to give you your name and then probably 8 or 9 or 10 randomly generated numbers. You're not going to remember it. Nobody else is going to remember it. So get creative. Use your first initial _ last name _ JP dad, or Katrina S JP mom, or something like that. Try to maybe put JP in it if you want to. You don't have to. But get creative with it. Twitter's not very creative on its own. It's a machine. The next thing that they're going to ask you to do is to put in an icon image here. Obviously, I don't have a picture of myself because this is not about me. This is about the soundboard. So I've got an image here. You can put an icon. You can put product. I recommend putting yourself so that people know you're a real person. It's very important that you at least take the time to do this. If you don't put an icon here, you're actually just going to have a little blank silhouette of a shoulders and face. And if you stay that way for a long time, then Twitter will eventually stop publishing your soundboard messages because it doesn't know if you're a real person. So please take the time to do that. You can put a nice big banner image back here. Keep in mind that it's very wide and an extremely strange shape. So be looking for a wide image that fits there. And then you have 140 characters to tell the world about yourself. So please take the time to do that. You can put in your site, your Juice Plus site, or another website if you were promoting something else. And then I haven't done it for this handle because it's a business and it doesn't matter, but you can also put your location. And I do recommend doing this so that Twitter can better connect you with local businesses and local people. So remember this thought. Twitter is where you go to be public. Everything you want to be and everything you want to share, you want the whole world to be able to see and to know. And so we'll talk more about how that works in a different section. But this is the meat of why you want to have a Twitter account and how you want it to look. So I hope that's been helpful. I'll see you on the next one.